Toastmaster Satish Menon, what is in it for me? What is in it for me, Toastmaster Satish Menon?
Thank you, TMOD, Toastmaster Aloysius. A very good morning to all of you. Motivation for all of us is like a cup of tea or coffee. It rejuvenates us, it makes us more active, but we all want it in different tastes and shapes. Like you get masala chai, black tea, tea with sugar, tea without milk, espresso coffee, you have coffee with milk and sugar, or you have just the pure black coffee. Motivation also is the same. Everybody wants it in different shades and different sizes. It all depends upon what is essential or what is something that each individual is looking for to get motivated. Now, some people would ask, why do I need to get motivated? I read somewhere that somebody had said that if you are getting paid to do your job, then you should not get motivated, because anyway you have been selected based on your experience and your ability to do things. That is a line of argument. But if you look on the other side, there is something that every individual needs as a human being. That sense of gratification, or the sense of belonging, or the sense of achievement. And most often than not, it's a third-party ratification to say, I'm doing something good, at whichever level you will be. There's nobody who would say that I don't need motivation to work, I'll do what I want to do. And if I look at my experiences around motivating people, I have always come to understand that you should understand what that individual wants, because every individual's needs of motivation are different. When I was working on a big assignment some years back, and I had this group of people who used to work for me, there I figured out that every person had a different sense of motivation. And if you could address that particular area, you would see that that individual performed exceptionally well, and overall the project also went through successfully. So there was this one person in the team whose only motivation was to ensure that there should be issues every day. Now, all of you might think that this is a joke, or why would somebody want issues every day to get motivated? But if you are doing a project of a big size, spanning across multiple countries, obviously there would be some issue or the other that used to come every day. And this person used to be so happy that he used to call me up in the morning and says, boss, there is an issue today. And his adrenaline would just flow because of that. I figured out that was a good way to have such a team member on the project, because whenever there is an issue, there is somebody who's going and standing in front of the customer and saying, I'm telling you there is an issue, let's sit and solve it. Most people would just switch off their mobile phones, or say that a non-existent relative expired or is in hospital, or they are stuck somewhere in traffic. But this guy was like standing there and saying, there is an issue. And the customers were very happy, because it's first time that some guy is coming and telling us there is an issue and wanting to kind of work on it rather than hide. So his motivation was that. So I said, let's put this guy on something where there is an issue and he will kind of work on it. And he used to get very happy. And he used to come and say, those issues are solved and I did it. So as long as you did it and the project helped the project, you are the greatest person on the team. There was another set of individuals for whom they didn't want to be in front of the customer. For them, their motivation came through experimenting. So if you would give them something to say, why don't you experiment on this and tell me whether this works or not, they would be more than happy. For them, it would be like sitting there in the back end, trying to kind of reconfigure, break the whole thing up, set it up again. And there would be this sense of elation at the end of it to say, I did something new. Again, those set of people are also needed to work on a project. And when you look at them, you said, wow, they were so happy to like break it, assemble it back again, break it, assemble it back again, and make something new. Their skills were there, and if you kind of motivate them to kind of go ahead and do it, they were more than happy to do it. There were a third set of people who were very happy to just be interacting with others. So if you send them to the customer and say, you go speak to people, they loved speaking to people. Whether they knew the subject or not was immaterial. But for them, it was just the sheer connect of trying to meet somebody new every day. That kind of drove their motivation up. So if you have to get something out from a customer, you send this person. They may not know technically too much, but the way they will sit with people, they will talk to them, they'll get the information and they'll come back. And for them, they were so happy that, wow, I learned something new. So that was their sense of motivation. As long as we could identify that, they were happy. There was a fourth set, and this was a very minuscule set, but they were there. For them, a formal title mattered. So you could say, give me a title. Tell me that I'm project manager, or I'm project lead, or I'm. So if you kind of designate that title, you could get 100% out of them. And how does it matter? In a project team, everybody needs to have a title. But in this case, you just had to kind of amplify the title a bit more. You have to tell everyone, look, this person is the senior project manager, or this person is leading this team. The moment they say leading the team of people, they used to be very happy about it. And then they used to give their 100%, because for them that formal title mattered before they could go and do something. And there was the last set of individuals for whom nothing mattered. Their motivation was just coming to work every day, doing what was told to them to do, doing it properly and going away. So as long as you don't interfere with them, tell them this is what you want to do, they will do it. What I've seen in all of this is motivation comes in different shapes and sizes. As long as you can identify the right combination for the right individual, it's like giving a right coffee to the right person, depending on what type of coffee they ask for. You will always be able to get people to deliver their 100%, because end of the day, the taste and the size differs from person to person, and the taste and the size matters to everyone. Thank you, and back to you, TM Modi.